Olen, look at these numbers. Bedessene komt about the verbinding at Frici to Tronjer.
6.5 million euros for SOILDIV-Protect. It is not just a budget. It is responsibility to Horizon Europe.
But we face one problem we cannot ignore.
How do we explain what politicians cannot physically see? You mean our invisible world? To us, they are foundations. To Brussels, just dirt. We can show hundreds of meta barcoding tables, but they create no empathy. Exactly. That is why we need full AI integration. Anna, clear, not only for analysis, but as our main visualization tool. We must turn microscopic species into stars of a documentary odyssey. I understand your enthusiasm, but will the scientific board call it too entertaining?
We think this way there's but with the other one poem. We are scientists, not Pixar.
Remember the lump sum logic. Success depends on impact. AI visualization is not decoration. It is a bridge. With neural networks, we create edutainment, learning through experience. When a policymaker sees our AI-built soil world in VR, they will understand.
If AI is an analytical tool, I agree completely.
Our machine learning assistant for eDNA species identification is essential. It is the only way to process data at this scale. Without AI, we drown in genetic noise. Exactly. But let's go further. Maybe needs cropping. Anna, practical. An AI communication assistant can adapt our reports instantly. Anna, it can translate paleo and ecological reports for different audiences.
To a farmer, it explains nitrogen retention and the pratus retentions.
To a child, it tells a story about underground architects. That is how Horizon asks us to ensure effectiveness. So you want AI to be a universal translator from science into meaning? Looking at these slides, I see soil zoology finally leaving the shadows. This is becoming a digital twin of the biosphere. And that is our main advantage in the proposal. We do not just study biodiversity, we make it digital and understandable. AI is not fashion, it is survival in a brutal competition. All right, you convinced me. Let's integrate AI into every work package. From DNA identification to virtual museum exhibitions. If we want to save the world under our feet, We must make the world see it. Then let's work. Our deadline is September. With AI, SOILDIV-Protect will become impossible to ignore.
The journey begins here. Life-giving water filtered through the complex, hidden architecture of the living soil.
Anna envisions a perfect cycle where healthy earth directly sustains our forests and clean watersheds.
But Katerina brings us back to reality. Nature does not always follow a predictable, linear path.
The scientific analysis clearly shows the microcosm is degraded. The graphs indicate the breakdown is accelerating. The resilience visualization isn't matching the contamination spread. We need to adjust the flow parameters. The complexity is hidden in the saturation rates, Anna. The ecosystem benefits are clearly non-linear. See how the yellow streams are eroding the water network visualization here.
We are caught in a battle between ecological resilience and the growing footprint of human industry. The data confirms our fears. The benefits we take for granted are far more fragile than they appear.
Can the system really harmonize society, ecology, and economy? It's initiating the sequence now. The broken arrows are reconnecting. The connection between park management and the monitoring dashboards seems stable. This path should work. Agreed. These metrics clearly show the managed complexity is working. Absolutely. The green pathways are fully recovering across all sectors.
These nodes show how monitoring connects policy to ecosystem benefits. Right. Healthier ecosystems mean direct economic returns for the community.
The visual logic shifts from conflict to collaboration, stabilizing the flow of our essential resources. Complex metrics now balance our impact, ensuring that managed landscapes can finally begin to recover. Strategic management nodes reconnect the chain, turning raw scientific data into actionable environmental policy. A unified system emerges, a digital blueprint for a world where society and soil move in harmony. With this framework, we move forward with the confidence that our invisible world is finally protected.
Isn't this breathtaking? The way the light catches the beetle's shell, it's absolutely cinematic.
As the dashboard fades, we prepare to dive deeper into the drama of the microscopic world. We transition from broad systems to the intimate, high-stakes drama of the soil's most fierce inhabitants.
The footage is breathtaking, but these budget projections are alarming.
We knew the costs would be high, Anna, but this exceeds our limits. We need to cut spending now.
These warnings about anthropomorphism are obscuring the narrative. We cannot release this version. It completely ruins the emotional impact of the budget constraints.
We must avoid the trap of anthropomorphism. Our story must stay rooted in absolute scientific truth.
This is the power of emotional engagement. Look at this spectacle.
Yeah.
But where is the rigor? Validation is needed, or the budget curve will suffer.
The tension builds. How do we preserve the emotional power of the hunt without sacrificing academic rigor?
Look closely, and you'll feel the incredible connection we share with these organisms. And analyzing these structures allows us to... Welcome to the invisible world of soil biodiversity. It's teeming with life essential for our planet. Analyzing that life through...
Anna fights for the heart of the audience, knowing that without empathy, science remains unheard. Anna fights for the heart of the audience, knowing that without empathy, science remains unheard. A balance is reached. We will tell a story that is as accurate as it is breathtaking. The darkness of the thriller gives way to the bright light of public education and discovery. In the eyes of a child, a microscopic mite becomes a giant of history and a hero of the earth. Taxonomy meets storytelling, transforming complex genetic codes into a narrative for the masses. As the divide softens, we see that science and public appeal are two sides of the same coin. But even the most advanced AI is only as powerful as the data we provide. The dream fractures. When the database is empty, the most brilliant algorithms begin to fail. A. No data. Warning. A stark reminder of the massive gaps in our knowledge of soil biodiversity.
The recognition map fractured on integration. I'm isolating the segment now. Rerouting the data flow should stabilize the primary function.
We stand at a crossroads. Do we accept the limitation, or do we build a bridge across the void? Anna looks beyond the glitch, seeing not a failure but a call for a global response. The fractured shards of our research begin to coalesce into a new, international vision. We are no longer alone. A global consortium rises to fill the empty spaces in our maps. With a single touch, Ukraine connects to the world, linking Canada, Finland, and beyond.
And our final chord, the State Museum of Natural History in Lviv. We combine science, art, and technology. VR/AR scenarios where the visitor literally shrinks and passes through layers of soil. I have to admit, despite my skepticism about the cost of the equipment, this is something that leaves a mark for a lifetime. If a child walks out of this exhibit and stops mindlessly trampling on moss in the forest, knowing that there's a whole universe out there, maybe all that meta barcoding effort wasn't in vain. There is a lot of work ahead. We are starting field tests.